Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We can start wherever because I can edit it. Hey, it's Paul Fletcher out at the Science Museum of Minnesota. Pretty exciting week. The legendary Omnitheater has been renovated. It is now one of 3 digital laser IMAX theaters, domes, if you will, in the entire country, which is super duper cool. I mean, the Omnitheater is always a part of my childhood. It's been, I mean, it's just a part of the Twin Cities, really, and now it's full blown. And I just popped in a second ago for a little sneak peek of Superpower dogs, and it is, you can bring him in. It's all good. And the sound too, unbelievable. Another thing I noticed walking in, snacks. Beverages. So it's like smells like a movie theater. You can bring snacks and beverages in now too, including adult beverages. I didn't say that, I'm just saying. So I'm lucky enough to sit down today. I'm a big fan of film. So I'm lucky enough to sit down today with a rising, really Hollywood star. His name's Henry. Henry, it's fantastic to meet you. Given some of the things that you do for work, how would you say on a scale of 1 to 8 paw claws, how intimidating is this interview, would you say? That's fair. And that, I mean, the thing that's really kind of been boggling around in my brain is, I gotta know, are you like kind of a chicken and veggies guy or more of a lamb and rice kind of a dude? You know, did I touch a nerve? I can't believe you can get him to do that. Let's bring it in. That was just like, that's fantastic. You guys are quite a team.
Hey Paul, how are you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice seeing you.
I mean, he truly is a superpower dog. I'm already seeing that.
I see you're familiar with Henry already. No?
I mean, he's, wow. I mean, pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Okay, so let's start with the obvious question. What kind of dog is Henry?
Henry is a purebred border collie. He's from a breeder just north of here up in Ontario, Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm from Whistler, British Columbia.
Oh, cool.
So he came to me at 7 weeks of age from way, flew across the country as a little tiny puppy.
Yeah.
And we've been virtually inseparable ever since.
Was turning him into a superpower dog, was that the goal from the get-go?
No. In fact, if you had told me a year ago that I'd be doing what I'm doing here now, you could have knocked me over with a feather.
Because you're like, there's no way.
There's no way.
You just wanted a border collie and...
Well, this is my 3rd one now.
Okay.
So I've been playing this game for nearly 30 years. When I say game, I mean the Avalanche Search and Rescue game. I'm a professional ski patroller. It was around Blackville up in Canada there. This is my 3rd dog, probably my last dog. And it's sort of been a weird progression to this, brought me to this point right here, right now.
Wow, I just find that remarkable that so the other dogs didn't do any professional work, if you will.
They were never film dogs.
Well, but they did do search and rescue.
They did Avalanche Search and Rescue.
Okay,
yeah,
so that's what Henry does is Avalanche Search and Rescue.
You'll see Henry opens the film.
Okay.
You'll see him doing the things that we do at work.
Okay.
The helicopter stuff is a little bit unusual, and we generally do that about once a year as recurrency training, and then where needed, obviously. Henry has 1 find to his credit. Unfortunately, the subject was not alive when we got to him.
But as far as Henry's concerned, he did his job.
He did his job, and they don't actually think of it as a job. I mean, we always call it a job, but for the dog, it's a game.
Right.
It always ends in fun, play, tug game.
Right. What's required of some random border collie, or any dog for that matter, to go from being somebody that chews on your couch to somebody that can locate somebody that can locate a body or a person or what in a fire or an avalanche in your case?
Well, it starts out as a game. So like I said, when I got Henry at 7 weeks of age, he'd follow me around real close. And then as his world starts to get bigger and he starts to range further and further away from me, you start going the other. He goes one way, you go the other, and then you hide on him. And he very soon learns, because their sense of smell is so powerful, and so much of their brain is devoted to sense, to processing scent, as you'll see in the film. Nevertheless, they quickly learn that, I don't need to see what I'm looking for. I can smell what I'm looking for. In the avalanche game, obviously, that's the whole thing. His specific job, is through a change in his body language to indicate to me where the scent is rising up through the snow. And it's my job to recognize that. So it's literally hundreds, if not thousands of hours spent together observing the dog in like virtually every situation they're taken into. I'm looking at him, okay, why is he, what's he responding to, and what does he look like when he did that, right? So this indication might be just a little head turn like that. That's all you got. And if you miss that, you might have missed saving somebody's life. Or it could be a full-on, if it's a really strong set, there's a lot of wind, a lot of air moving that day, it might be full-on head down, bum up, dig, 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 which communication even Stevie Wonder could recognize, right?
Right.
But like I say, it's that literally hundreds, thousands of hours that we spend together, and getting to know each other.
So what's required of Henry to be qualified as an avalanche? Like what an avalanche rescue dog? What kind of, or search and rescue? What kind of training?
What's the exam?
Yeah, sure. There you go. Perfect.
The exam is.
Thank you for helping me with my question.
The exam, which you have to pass every year, and the validators, the people that do the exams, they expect to see your performance sort of go up over the course of your career. But it's 3 articles buried 80 centimeters deep the night before. So these are scented articles. So it's like a heavy wool sweater, something like that we put in our beds at night, and the dead scent particles that are coming off of you, right? Your dead skin, gets embedded in the sweater, and then we put them in plastic bags, take them up the mountain, let them get cold so they get the same temperature as the air around. We bury them the night before, and then you show up the next day and you pretend like it's a real avalanche. You've got 45 minutes to find 3 articles, which, sometimes it happens bang, bang, bang. Depends on the snow conditions, the wind conditions. They're just like us. Sometimes they have a bad day, and their game's a little bit off. What the validator is looking for is your dog working, or is he just horsing around?
Right.
And a dog like this, for him, really, the reward is the work. When he actually digs the thing up, he's sort of like, okay, we'll play this game because you seem to like it, Ian, right? But really, I've got to get back out there and do some more searching.
Wow.
So this is, so it goes back to his roots as a border collie. Border collies, they just want to herd sheep all day.
Right.
Well, it's almost the same drive, not exactly.
It's just that you're adapting his natural instincts.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. So not only does time go by, but you put the sweater in a bag, and then 87 feet?
No.
Is that
80 centimeters.
80 centimeters. I thought you said 87 feet. I was like, how the hell is he finding that? Give me a break. 80 centimeters. That's still, though. That's still.
It is. Yeah. that's we use that because that's the average.
We walk by it.
Yeah. That's the average depth of an avalanche subject. Now, having said that, I know of burials that have been way, way deeper than that.
Yeah.
And even there, given enough time, the scent to percolate up through the snow to the surface and then be blown away from its source so the dog can pick it up. There really is no limit. You can hear about these remarkable stories about dogs like the 2 bloodhounds that will track poachers literally for days. A days will track these dogs, no problem.
Wow, I'm amazed. How did you find the process of making a documentary?
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It really, cool. it took me out of my comfort zone as a handler / trainer. Although the things that you see Henry do in the film are all the things that we do every day at work.
Wow.
There's nothing different there. But what challenged us was take after take after take after take. The one scene where you see Henry come up over the rock, that's probably the result of 50 takes.
Wow.
And in the IMAX format, and in this film, in this theater particularly, because the graphics are just so clear and sharp. These guys, I would look at them and go, that looked great, guys, don't you think so? And they were like, well, if we could just do it one more. And this just goes on and on. And when I first saw the film, it's 45 minutes long, but it's the perfect length. It's all that the film needs to be. But nevertheless, when I saw it for the first time, I went, whoa, we put a lot of work into a film that's only 45 minutes long.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, it's 5 perfect little stories. It follows. Henry opens the film saving an avalanche subject, and then it morphs into the other stories. Follows Halo from the time she gets picked to the time she goes to her final exams, and I won't give that away.
Yeah.
And then
please don't.
I won't. Yeah. Reef, the water rescue dog from Italy, the 2 bloodhounds from Africa, and Ricochet, the surfing dog from San Diego.
Wow. Can't wait. I mean, my family and I, we are here a lot. We've got 2 young girls, and we love the Omnitheater, so we're really excited to see this one. And we love dogs.
Yeah.
So
well, I just saw it yesterday, and your facility here with the $2.5 million, 2.5 month long upgrade.
Boom, boom.
Right there.
Heck
It
yeah.
was worth every penny. I've seen the film in all of its different formats now, and this has been the best thus far.
That's way cool. Well, I'll just tell you, like, you're talking about the amount of time that you did working. This is an opportunity for me to do a little humble brag. I was on the set of some friends were actually made. Have you heard about the Super Troopers movies?
I have.
1 and 2? I was on the set for 2.
Okay.
In Boston, and it just lends to what you're talking about. They spent, I think, each day, I don't remember what union rules are, but I was there for a day and a half of shooting. There must have been 15 to 20 hours shot while I was there, and it equated to about 3.5 minutes in the film.
Right.
So I mean, and you can validate, but that's just gives it blew my mind.
Yeah.
The extent you had to go to get 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure that with a dog in the mix, you know what I mean, or multiple dogs, it probably it's probably a different set of challenges.
Yeah,
I guess.
I'll tell you a funny story. We were filming, doing some still photographs for the promotional like posters and stuff like that, right? And we'd been working green screen setup, right? We were trying to get an image of the dog leaping towards the camera, right? Anyways, we've been working for an hour and a half, probably 50 takes, and one of the producers walks in and goes, "Oh, how's it going, guys?" Well, yeah, it's going great. We really think we got some good stuff here. He goes, "Isn't the dog supposed to be wearing his vest?" That's what we did, only we said some other things as well. But anyways, do it all over again.
Oh man!
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, whatever you have to do to get the shot, right? Get the shot. Get the shot.
Yeah. I'll tell you one other funny story too. The helicopter stuff. That was probably about 3 hours of flying around. Helicopter position 1. Helicopter was in position 1. Action flies the thing, drops us off, picks us up, and just around and around again. So, anyways, we're hanging there in the air about 5,000 feet above the ground. Beautiful days, little puffy clouds floating by, right? And at this particular point, I had this epiphany there. I said to myself, wow, if it wasn't for the dog, I wouldn't even be here right now. And at that moment, the dog looked up at me, and I'm sure he was saying, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here either.
Right. Well, I mean, you guys clearly make a pretty phenomenal team.
Yeah, like we say, we're virtually inseparable. We're together all the time. I think I've only been apart from him maybe a couple of times over the last 7 years of his life.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, so,
apart from mine every day, so that's crazy.
It's pretty. I mean, it really helps me. I mean, everybody knows what the power of dogs are in terms of the feel good, warm and fuzzies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's helped me. All my dogs have helped me through some pretty tough days. We see some serious
gnarly stuff. Yeah, totally.
I can leave that, come back to the dog, and my world is okay again.
You're a good one, Henry. Superpower Dogs just opened this weekend. Come see it at the Science Museum of Minnesota here in the brand new Omnitheater.
Guaranteed you'll enjoy it.
It's guaranteed. I'll track down his information so you can track him down if you don't.